Hello, this is checkpoint 3.1 from section 3.1. In this video, they want us to find the slope of the line tangent to the graph f of x is equal to the square root of x at the point x equals 4. And just to give a quick sketch of this, we're looking at the square root graph. And that looks something like that. At 1, we have this point, and we're looking for the slope of this tangent line. So we know that it's positive. We should be expecting that. What we can do is to find another point here. We'll call it A, and find the slope of the secant line. So the slope of the secant line is going to be, let's call it m sub sec for secant, and this is going to be f of a, or f of x, we'll just call it some random x, minus f of 1 divided by x minus 1. Okay, now we're going to write this expression with an actual square root, and the square root of 1 is 1 divided by x minus 1. All right, so that's the secant line. To get the tangent line, let's call it m sub tan for tangent line. We need to take the limit as x approaches 1. So as x approaches 1, get closer and closer to 1, of this expression. That's the square root of x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. And we know from the limit rules that we can try to plug it in. We're going to get something that's indeterminate. And so what we're going to do is we can multiply by the conjugate of x minus 1, which is x plus 1, or square root of x plus 1. We'll multiply it on the top and the bottom, and then we will get limit as x approaches 1. Now this numerator will become the difference of two squares. So the square root of x squared is x, the square root of, or just 1 squared is 1. And then in the bottom we have x minus 1, and that newly multiplied by square root of x minus plus 1, the conjugate. And so now we're going to get x minus 1 to cancel, and then we will have the limit as x approaches 1 of just 1 divided by, and here we have the square root of x plus 1. All right. We'll put a 1 in there. We'll put a 1 in there. We're going to get limit. Well, we don't have the limit anymore if we're going to evaluate it at 1. So this is 1 divided by the square root of 1 plus 1. So the square root of 1 is 1, and that's just going to give us a 2 in the denominator, 1/2. So that's the slope. The slope of this line here is going to be 1/2. Okay, I hope that helps.